对。
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm aboard the Tow Scout. Hope everyone's having a good day. So you're on board actually what would have been a small cargo boat, and you're down in the hold where all the goods were kept, of course, for transporting down the St. Lawrence River. You see beside us there. So you'd see a lot of agricultural goods in there, corn, grain, barrels of salted products such as pork, for example, building materials, bricks, lumber, firewood or coal, so fuel items like that. So anything needing transportation up and down that river. Most of your journey on the river between Montreal down towards Kingston, you'd actually be out on the open waters of the river being pulled by a steamboat. Where the horse came into use had to do with the canals. So the river, if you look out, you can see some channel markers out there. That's actually closer to where the original shoreline was on the river. The river was much narrower and rougher in those days than what you see today. The Seaway project of the 1950s widened out the river, deepened it to allow a shipping channel to go in there. So now you see deep water ships going through there. But before all that, those deep water ships had to stop in Montreal, unload onto smaller, shallower bottom boats like this in order to move products and people up the river. Because of the rapids, there were about 45 miles of rapids in different sets from Montreal down to all the way west of here, actually towards Cardinal. About 45 miles in total. So in the 1840s, they built a series of canals, about 45 miles in total of them, along with a couple of dozen lock stations, to allow them to bypass the rapids. So whenever they come up the rapids, there'd be a canal available, they would go into the canal, and that's where they'd get pulled through by a horse. And today we have Harold the horse, he's one of our Canadian breed horses here on site. A horse like this can pull up to about 30 tons on the water. And right now we're at about 7 tons, 7.5 tons, well within what he can do. This is also a scaled down model of a cargo boat. It would have been at least twice this size. The original canals would have been quite a bit wider and deeper than what you're seeing here as well, more like 10 feet deep, that sort of thing. So a lot of heavy traffic on the river going back and forth. It took a couple of days, most of the time, to get from Montreal down towards Kingston, and that's where the lake traffic, like the actual lake ships and so forth, would take over from there. Anyway, I'll let you guys enjoy your ride.
然后拿马拉着船往多伦多运，他就会建那种小坎料、小运河，然后把货卸到船上，拿马拉着船，然后